Okay, next up on our 2024 CVC Fall Sports Media Day Tour is the Lakeside Dragons volleyball program. Coach Justin Sanford. Coach, thanks for being here. Why don't you go ahead and introduce the girls you brought with you and then just give us a preview. What can we expect out of the Dragons this year?
All right. To my right here is senior libero Rachel McClure. Next to her is senior middle blocker Jasmine Colazzo. And next to her is senior outside middle blocker setter. She does it all for us. Her name is Clara Campbell.
You need a few of those players, right? Just somebody that can do everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so give us a little preview. What can we expect out of the 2024 Dragons?
Well, we've got 5 total seniors. These 3 have been playing varsity for the past as juniors. Clara played as a sophomore. Other than that, we're pretty young. We've got a smallish junior class. We've got a really, really, really big sophomore class, and then 8 to 9 freshmen coming in this season. So we're a little young. We graduated 8 last year, so that was that's big. But ton of potential in the gym. We're going to expect a lot out of these 3 and our 2 other seniors, Zaya Jackson and Savannah Shipman. And then we're going to rely pretty heavily on those sophomores to step up and fill some roles that were left from last year's graduating seniors. But they're Dragons, and we show up. It's been end of April or so when we started the off-season program. Ton of girls in the weight room every 3 days a week. 2-a-days we started today, and so they're working super hard, and everybody's really excited. And we're gonna have a lot of girls in different roles, and it seems like they're accepting of those roles, and they're working hard, and they want to do the best they can for the team. So that's where we're at right now.
You graduated 4 all-conference players from last year, so obviously you've got some big shoes to fill on the court, and we'll talk to the girls right now to see who's going to do that. So we'll start right to your right. For the folks at home, go ahead and introduce yourself, name, grade, and position.
My name is Rachel McClure. I'm a senior, and I'm a libero.
All right, so Rachel coming in, like I said, there's a lot of shoes to fill on that court. Are you confident that the girls that you've seen in practice so far are up to that challenge?
Yeah, I really think that we can surprise a lot of people this year.
What, as the libero, talk about your role. What is Coach looking for you to do?
So my role is to basically just be everywhere, get all the balls, just be aggressive, and just be like a leader on the court.
And since you brought up leadership, let's talk about that. What are you doing as a senior leader to help some of those younger girls settle in and find her role on the team?
Setting a good example, always hustling, just doing everything that I can to be a leader.
What do you see as this year's strength of the team?
I think our strength is going to be us offensively, and I think that we're a close team, so I think that our bonding is going to help us a lot.
Who are some of the younger girls that have been impressive in practice, and what have they been doing?
Caitlin Wyman, she's really stepped up this year. Peyton Woodring, she's also stepped up. Gabby Kaplan, trying a new position. She's doing really well.
What's it going to take for Lakeside to get back up to compete for a conference title this year?
I think it's going to take practice. I think we just really have to work together. That's all I got.
All right. Well, good luck to you. Let's move to your right. Introduce yourself for the folks at home. Name, grade, and position.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Colazzo. I'm a senior, and I'm a middle blocker.
Jasmine coming in, it's senior year. You've got to be excited about that. Everybody wants to graduate and move on, but it also means that every time you step on the court, it gets you closer to the end of your career. How are you balancing those emotions?
I'm not too sure. I come to play every single day, and I just work hard every day, making it, not making it my last, so just working hard every day and showing up.
You've got to come in and do your thing, put in your work, but at the same time, you're a senior. You've got to provide some leadership. What are you doing to help those younger players?
Being there with them, helping out all the time, always talking to them, cheer them on, being there.
What are your goals for the year, both for your team and yourself individually?
Just to work hard, to never give up, and just work together and see how we play together, and that's it.
What's the goal of the offense? How do you, don't give away any secrets, but what do you guys like to do to create some opportunities for kills and take the other team out of system?
Just switch it up, not set the same person over and over again. Just do a couple different things, like, hitting back row maybe a little bit, little things here and there. Just switching it up though.
Is there a girl on the team that you think's going to have a big breakout year? Somebody that maybe hasn't played a lot in the past and has been impressive in the preseason?
We have a couple of sophomores. I feel like, again, like she said, Caitlin, Peyton, Gabby, they're doing really good, hustling a lot, doing, stepping up since they're young. They haven't played varsity, haven't any really much varsity experience besides Peyton. She was our middle as well last year, so as a freshman. So I feel like, they're doing really good, and I feel like, they'll be up with us, and yeah.
All right. Well, good luck to you this year. Let's move to your right and go ahead and introduce yourself, name, grade, and tell us what positions you don't play. Might be easier.
Hi, I'm Clara Campo. I don't play libero, but pretty much everything else. Mostly a setter right now, but yeah.
All right. So is that a good position to be in, just knowing that you can help the team in many different ways?
Yes, I love it. I love being in a bunch of different places at once.
Do you have a favorite position?
I would say outside, but I'm getting used to setting, and it's becoming easier.
Who else is setting? Is it just you, or do you have some other setters?
We have a few new setters. Gabby Kaplan's definitely one that stepped it up, and she's doing really well. We have Zaya, Giselle, a few.
So as a setter, and you're kind of a newer setter, right? So how are you developing those skills to identify who to set, when to set, that type of thing?
Well, we've been doing a lot of setter training and stuff before practice, putting in a little bit of extra work and stuff. So that helps a lot.
Extra work? Coach, what's that? Is that the stuff that makes you better? I love to hear the extra work part. That's good. All right. So coming in, obviously you're going to play a big role in the offense. Again, without giving away any secrets, what do you try to do offensively to just generate that fast-paced offense?
We just like to keep the other team on their toes. We like to switch it up, like Jasmine said. And yeah.
Who are some of the hitters that have been impressive in practice so far?
Definitely Caitlin Wyman and our new girl, Savannah, for sure.
Last one for you is, what is the ceiling for this team, and what's it going to take to reach that?
I think if we just continue putting in the work we've been putting in, we'll reach that for sure. I mean, all of us play for the girl next to us, so it's easy to come in every day and put in the work.
Outstanding. Well, good luck to you. Coach, back to you. We've talked a little bit of offense, a little bit of defense, talked about some of the up-and-coming players. What did we miss? Anyone that's been impressive to you in the preseason?
I think they all have, really. Jasmine and Clara have, where Clara had a full season of varsity before she was a junior. Jasmine and Rachel, not so much. They were, they played JV, sat varsity bench, got into a few games that season. Last year as juniors, though, is when they started that varsity, starting role. Rachel DS'd for us last year and did a really good job and progressed a ton. Jasmine every year gets better with her blocking. She's got good eye work, and she finds herself around the ball a lot. Younger girls, Giselle Krasinski is really, she's a great cheerleader. She's loud. She's a really good teammate. And, I think I've seen a difference in her this year. She's not afraid of she's an upperclassman now. So she's a little bit more vocal. She's not afraid to get in there and mix it up. Caitlin Wyman again, Gabby, Peyton, even though she played varsity last year, she's improved a ton already. Just a lot of younger girls, just sophomores, not afraid to come in here with the big girls and do their thing and be loud. And we had a summer league here, 3-week summer league with most of the other county teams, and I feel like we did okay, and people took notice, and I think that shows how hard they work, and from where they were last year to where they are now, and I think that's just a great testament to how much they put in and how serious they are about the season.
And last one for you is, everybody dreams of winning a state title. They set goals of winning district titles, conference titles, but you can have a great season without doing those things. So how are you going to define success for your team this season?
Well, I think, the goal is to always win the CVC. So that's what we're trying to do. That's the goal on top. And if we get to a point where we can't do that, I think, in the gym here, and we just want to compete. That's kind of how we measure success. If we're not winning as many games as we want to, how are we losing the games that we lose? Are we competitive? Are we giving the other team? Are we making it hard for the other team to beat us? Are we taking sets? Things like that. I think that's overall. As far as wins and losses and actual performance goes, I think that's for sure how I measure success. Are we competing? And then, just another measure of success is what's the culture look like in the gym? Are we really good teammates? Are we, like Clara said, are we playing for each other instead of just with each other? I think that's a big, huge part of it. And it might even be a little more important than actually winning and losing. But I think those are the two things that I look at when I'm trying to figure out if the season was successful or not.
Outstanding. All right, Coach and ladies, appreciate you taking some time out of your day to preview the season, and best of luck to you this year.
Thank
you.